Hello, everyone, and this is my topic regarding the Apache tribe that I did for school. Welcome. With our colonization and everything, the Apache had, not before. Before now, the Apache's main food sources were buffalo. This is what they used um, make they use the buffalo skin to make their tents, their clothing, a lot of stuff they ended up using for. They also dried algae, or I want to say algae, but that's not it. Algae as well, and just sort of kept around for like a snack or to go with it. So they harvest this algae, dry it, and keep as a snack. They did also try farming, and however, it didn't go very well for them. Part of this was due to the fact that they made quite a bit of enemies with their raiding that they did out of necessity, that the enemies they made would attack them during farming, so it didn't go very well. But the things they tried to farm were things like pumpkins, beans, maize, and watermelons. And so the Apache tribe is all over today, but they are mainly in Alaska, the western parts of Canada, and the American West, such as Texas, Arizona, the Rocky Mountains, places like that. So most Native American tribes have a blood quantum, or like blood, or like requirement of this is how much you have to be of Native American blood you have to have it in order to qualify. So for the Apache tribe, 50%, you must have 50% American blood in you, and 1/4 of their blood must be of the Apache tribe. So of course, the American Apache tribe does have their own powwows. They're typically from June to September. Their dance outfits have evolved over time. They still keep some of the traditional the traditional outfits become a bit more modern, but still have those ties to their past. So there's two different times for the Apache tribe. It is a social gathering. This is where you just come, eat food, talk with various different neighbors and make new friends that are members of the same culture as you. Or in the case for people who are attending that aren't Native American, get to learn more about Native American culture and the Apache tribe. The second version is a dance competition where different performers will compete and show off and win various different prizes and the likes. So the Apache tribe has a coming of age ceremony for women. This happens when a girl hits 13. It lasts for 12 days, but the main parts of the ceremony are 4 days. This is done to teach them how to tap into the reserves of their strength through all the various different things they go through. These were outlawed by the 1888 Code of Indian Officers and were eventually reinstated with the American Indian Religious Freedom Act of 1978. Of course, there were members who still performed these ceremonies in secret, but they did have to hide that they were doing it. This was due to wanting to remove any sort of religious part of Indian American culture, and sort of enforce force Christianity on them. This rite of passage was given by a white painted woman who is an Apache tribe cultural figure. She is said to be the mother of the legendary warriors of Killer of Enemies and Child of Water, who defeated the evil monsters that threatened to wipe humans from the face of the earth. She also was a great healer who was pure of heart and model of a heroic and virtuous woman. So, the events during the coming of age ceremony has multiple different things to do it. It's also known as the feast because there's a lot of food prepared there. So on the first day of the ceremony, the girl must run 4 times from the teepee to the basket. It starts out 50 yards away, and each time the basket is moved closer. The dancing is like the centerpiece of this. On the first 3 nights, the girl dances in teepee for several hours. Sometimes on the 3rd night, she is allowed to join all the other women and dance, and then these are all leading up to the final night, where the girl dances until dawn with only 1 short rest. Yes, and then on the 5th morning, after all of that dancing, the girl's face is painted with white clay to represent white painted woman. She's also will have been wearing clothing to represent that as well. And then she does the run again, this time with the basket getting further away each run. And then during the last run, the girl is meant to run past that as far as they possibly can before. So basically, they run until they can't run anymore for the final run. And then also during the ceremony, they will sometimes, a lot of times parents will choose parents or grandparents will sort of choose godparents or whatnot for the girl as well, basically someone to look over them or something. Or perhaps this is the person that will look over any children the future kid has. It's one of the 2. I'm not entirely clear about that. That's why I didn't specify. Yeah, that is the Apache tribe's culture and how things have changed over time for them. Until next time, bye!